Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today, the Dallas Mavericks got the first overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft in the NBA draft lottery. And the Dallas Mavericks will most likely draft Cooper Flagg unless Nico Harrison does what would maybe be and I don't think any of us thought we'd be saying this. This is not going to happen. Cooper Flagg is going to be drafted number one overall by this Dallas Mavericks team. But for whatever reason, they were to not select Cooper Flagg. It might be dumber than trading Luka. I mean, I don't think it is, but it would be pretty dumb if they did not draft Cooper Flagg. But we all know that's what they're going to do. I don't even think Nico Harrison could screw that up. But so, it was a shocker. This Dallas Mavericks team, they had the 11th best odds. 1.8% chance the Dallas Mavericks had. They didn't even have a 9% chance of getting in the top four. A 8.7% chance of getting in the top four. It's the best. It's the first. Or sorry, I don't want to say it's the highest a team has gone with that low of odds. We've never seen a team get the number one overall pick with that low of odds, and so it's great to see this Dallas Mavericks. As much as a Rockets fan, as much as I dislike Dallas sports, I felt bad for this team with what you saw because of the Luka trade. What they were dealing with, and if something is so bad that you even though you dislike a franchise, you dislike it fans, that you feel bad for them, it's really bad. But I think that the future is bright for this Dallas Mavericks team, and I didn't think it was before. Everything just changed, and I want to remind everybody one thing before you get into anything about Nico Harrison or whatever with this Dallas Mavericks team before you think about how bad things were in the past. This doesn't happen if the Luka trade was not made. I'm not saying it doesn't make it worth it. Does it make it worth it? No, it doesn't. Cooper Flagg could be a better player than Luka potentially. Do I think it happens? Probably not. I think there's the potential just because that, Cooper Flagg's great offensively, just like Luka is. Playmaking, probably not, but defensively, there's the upside for Cooper Flagg. And you pair him with Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving in this big three in Dallas, and it's there. Look, I think that a lot of people looked at this Dallas Mavericks team with if they were healthy before, they were a team that could contend in the Western Conference. I think that's how everybody looked at them. Now you add in Cooper Flagg with Kyrie, AD, Klay Thompson, Lively, PJ Washington if he stays in Dallas. I think this could end up and Daniel Gafford as well. But I would pause on Gafford and Washington, because I thought that Gafford would be a trade candidate regardless for this Mavericks team this year because he wants to be paid a lot of money. That's one thing. PJ Washington, I don't view PJ Washington as a potential starter anymore now that you've got Cooper Flagg. I don't know. Look, Kyrie Irving's going to be out till January, most likely, mid-January. PJ Washington could be a starter for the first 2 months of the season, but if he were to be a starter for the first 2 months of the season, you're looking at a lineup that has Klay Thompson at the point guard, and we did see that a little bit towards the end of the season. Which, look, you can put the ball in Cooper Flagg's hands, and you can put the ball in Anthony Davis's hands, and they can handle the ball and run the offense as well. So it's not like I don't think you need a definite point guard until Kyrie comes back potentially, when you have AD and Cooper Flagg and Klay Thompson. So maybe you could start PJ Washington alongside. That'd be a big lineup though, because you'd have Washington at the 2, you'd have Flagg at the 3, AD at the 4, and most likely Lively at the 5, if not Gafford. This is a big lineup though. You've got Lively at the 5. You've got AD at the 4. You've got 6'9" Flag at the 3. If Washington does start, he's like 6'6", 6'7", something like that, or maybe he's 6'5". And but that's still pretty good for a shooting guard. If he's 6'6", that's pretty good for a shooting guard. And so this would be a big lineup to open up the year until Kyrie comes back. If Washington were to start, I think it might be better for this Dallas team if Washington comes off the bench, or you trade Washington for other assets, and then you have Klay Thompson start at the shooting guard, and then someone else is playing point guard. Maybe it's Spencer Dinwiddie if he re-signs. Maybe it's Dante Exum. Most likely Spencer Dinwiddie, potentially. Maybe they sign someone else to play point guard until Kyrie comes back. I don't know. But I think that will be interesting. Besides them drafting Cooper Flag, there are going to be a couple things this offseason with the Dallas Mavericks that would be really interesting to watch out for. Whether they potentially make a trade, if they maybe package up, they could package up PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford and try to get another player to add into this Mavericks team. Look, I wouldn't throw out the potential of there were these rumors about a KD trade. I wouldn't rule out a KD trade for this Dallas Mavericks team. You could potentially go after KD. You might have to trade Klay, Gafford, and Washington and someone else to get KD. I don't know if it'd be worth it, because then most likely you'd have Kevin Durant playing at the 2 next to Kyrie Irving. That'd be a huge lineup, because you'd have Kyrie. It'd be Kyrie, KD, Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis, and Derek Lively, which would probably be the best starting lineup in the NBA. But I don't think we'll see a Kevin Durant to Dallas trade happen. But there were rumors. Dallas still has the framework to work that trade out. But I think there are a lot of questions. I think trading Gafford and Washington are one of them. But I think another one is going to be, what do the Dallas Mavericks do from end of October to mid-January at the point guard position until Kyrie Irving makes a return. But it's going to be a really exciting season for this Dallas Mavericks team next year. I'm excited for it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and peace out.